So we all know about habits. We all have habits, right? Whether it's simply brushing our teeth in the morning or any other morning routine, what shoe you put on first, how you make your peanut butter and jelly sandwich, how you eat your Oreo, the best way to eat your Reese's, um, our bedtime routine, the things that we do after the things that we do, following our calendar day to day, or just winging it. Winging it could be a habit, right? Day to day, we live our habits. Our habits are really what compose us, comprise us, make us who we are. Did you know that winning was a habit? Sports teams that win tend to win over and over again, right? Losing's a habit, right? Sports teams that lose tend to lose over and over again. There's faithful fans out there, no matter which type that you are, but your sport team often will fall into one of those categories, and it's rare that they break through that and have an exception. Along with winning being a habit, achieving is a habit. Success is a habit. You can string together series of successes and series of winning and series of achievements and create a habit out of those. So I really wanted to start a group to get together and have some accountability on creating habits, right? For us to tell each other what habit we'd like to work on, what habit we would like to have in our lives. It could be something as simple as the food we eat. It could be something as simple as exercising daily, something a little bit more complicated, such as sticking to a more complicated calendar, how you're hiring or how you're coaching your people, or just even how you treat your children, a variety of things that we could build habits on that could help us to live a better lives in our own opinions, right? So I know you all know this one, right? How many days does it take to form a habit? Let's say it with me. How many days? No, it's actually not 21. That's a misconception. That is just a myth that's been taught to us over the years. 21 days habit is actually not accurate. The science says it actually takes between 18 and 254 days to form a habit. 18 to 254, that's a pretty broad range. That range varies based on who you are. It varies based on what habit and how complicated the habit is to fitting into your life, right? But on average, it actually takes about 66 days. So the one thing actually goes into that pretty well in depth, the 66-day habit, and it actually gives a pretty good exercise on forming that habit. Atomic Habits actually talks about stacking habits. So once you formed one of these good habits or looked at some of these habits, we'll actually look at Atomic Habits a little bit closer. But in the meantime, we're going to use something simple. It is the 66-day challenge habit calendar tracker. All right, so I've already actually put this form into my group forums. So go and look at the files in the group and you'll find this. It's one of the posts right down below, and you can print that off or save it onto your computer and use it to track. I really recommend printing it, because if you print it, you can actually make a big X mark to go through. So this is day one for a new challenge for me. Earlier this year, I decided that I had a mental limiting belief against pizza. I've had pizza in my life for a very long time, and with that, I didn't think there would ever be a diet that I could have that did not include pizza in it. I love pizza. I still love pizza, right? So I decided to create a habit of not eating pizza, whereas before I would probably have pizza 2 or 3 times a week, especially doing lunches at offices. So I was eating pizza quite often, and I decided to go a whole 66 days without eating pizza. I actually lost a decent amount of weight. That wasn't the goal. The goal was literally just to prove to myself that I could go for 66 days without eating pizza. I have had pizza since then, but it is no longer 2 to 3 times a week. It's not even weekly. It's on occasion I'll have a slice of pizza, and it's delicious when I do. So the next one I did, I just wanted to start making sure that I exercise daily. And so I jumped onto a stationary bike and walking and just making sure that I developed a habit of exercising first thing in the morning. So those are the 2 that I've done so far this year. I'm actually taking a pizza one step farther, and the habit I'm starting today is no bread. I've loved bread for as long as I've loved pizza. I used to be the guy that brought fun breads to different meals with the family, and it's just again, a limiting belief I want to break. I'm not saying stop eating bread. I'm not, this again isn't a health thing for me. These are just the things that I'm working on right now. But so starting today, I will not eat bread for 66 days. So that takes me all the way to November 15th, I think is what I counted up, just in time for Thanksgiving. And that's what I'm doing. What about you? If you had a habit that you'd love to form, or even a habit that you'd love to break, something you want to get out of, or a new practice that you want to get into, what would that be? Print the 66-day challenge. Either post a picture of what you've written into the top there, or a little video about yourself and what habit you'd like to break. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to post daily, just that I'm following my habit. And if you would like some help and some encouragement, you can post as well. And let's do this together. Let's break our 66-day challenge goals and come up with a habit that we really would love to dig into. So again, more on that in just a little bit. If you don't know what habit to choose or what aspect of your life you'd like to work on, that'll be my video for tomorrow. So today, print it out, start writing down some ideas, and let's talk more about this tomorrow. Thanks. Have a good one, everybody.